Welcome and thank you for joining us. You are watching Millennium News Hour and I am Tanziba Noreen. Today we have brought up and trending news from across the nation and the world. Let's begin with the headlines. President Trump and Italy's PM Meloni discussed EU trade tensions at White House. President Trump battles in court to narrow citizenship rights for migrants' children. Justice Department wants to replace Trump in appeal against Carroll. FSU campus faced shooting scare, 6 injured, Trump briefed on situation. Over 130 international students sued Trump administration over cancelled visas. Governor Hochul MT announced more bus service on 16 local routes from June 29. Police rescued 152 dogs from overcrowded home in Utah. Michelle Trachtenberg died from diabetes complications, medical examiner confirmed. US man killed after hijacking plane in Belize and stabbing passenger. Bangladesh strongly denied link to Murshidabad violence in India. Neymar left the field in tears after new thigh injury. And Virgil van Dijk signs new 2-year contract with Liverpool worth up to $400,000 a week. You are listening to Headlines Now News in detail. Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni met President Trump at the White House during her short U.S. visit, which her team called a commercial peace mission. She aimed to ease tensions between the U.S. and the EU after Trump imposed a 10% universal tariff on EU exports on April 2nd and paused a planned 20% hike for 90 days. Trump said he discussed trade and many things with Meloni. When asked if the EU is a trade priority, he replied, "Everybody is on my priority list." Meloni said she wanted to make the West great again and believed both sides could grow stronger together. Meloni was the first EU leader to meet Trump since the tariffs. EU leaders hoped she would influence him not to raise tariffs further. She had coordinated with EU Commission President Ursula von der Leyen before the meeting. The two leaders appeared to get along well, having shared views on issues like immigration. Meloni will meet Vice President J.D. Vance in Rome after returning from Washington. The U.S. Supreme Court said it will hear oral arguments on May 15 about whether President Trump can partially enforce his birthright citizenship executive order while legal challenges continue. The Justice Department asked the court to limit nationwide injunctions blocking the order and only apply them to the people involved in the lawsuits, 7 individuals, some members of immigration groups and residents of 22 states. Trump signed the order on February 19 during his first day back in office. It denies U.S. citizenship to children born to non-citizen or temporary visa-holding mothers or to fathers who are not citizens or permanent residents. The policy has sparked over 100 legal challenges, and several cases have already reached the High Court. 3 federal courts stopped the policy from taking effect, and appeals courts refused to block those rulings. In response, the Justice Department asked the Supreme Court for emergency relief in March. Critics say the order violates the 14th Amendment. Immigrant rights groups and 18 states argued it could make thousands of children stateless. The Supreme Court will now decide if the order can take limited effect while lawsuits go on. The Justice Department said it wanted to step in for President Trump in his appeal of the defamation case filed by E. Jean Carroll. In a court filing on April 11th, lawyers from the department and Trump's legal team say Trump should be protected under the Federal Westfall Act. In January 2024, a jury ordered Trump to pay Carroll $83.3 million for defamation. This followed another case in 2023 where Trump was found liable for sexual abuse and ordered to pay $5 million. Trump denied all claims and appealed both cases. The Justice Department argued Trump made the comments in 2019 while acting as president. If accepted, the United States would replace Trump in the case. However, some legal experts said it's too late for the substitution at the appeal stage. The department had earlier reversed support for Trump in 2023, but now it changed its position again, saying Trump acted within his official duties. Carroll's lawyer is expected to respond next week, challenging the move and defending the jury's earlier findings. At least 6 people were injured and a suspect was taken into custody after a shooting happened at Florida State University. Police said the incident took place near the student union. The university alerted students to stay inside locked doors and avoid windows. Tallahassee Memorial Healthcare treated 6 people, 1 in critical condition and others seriously injured. Tallahassee police confirmed the suspect was in custody but didn't say if that person was the shooter. Students shared terrifying moments. Some heard around 10 gunshots while studying. They hid and blocked hallways with trash cans. Others were locked inside classrooms and later evacuated by police with their hands up. President Donald Trump said he had been fully briefed on the shooting. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis shared prayers for the FSU community. About 32 people sheltered inside the health and wellness center, according to a student witness. She described seeing students running as gunfire echoed around campus. FSU cancelled all classes and events and told everyone to avoid the main campus. The hospital said its team was fully ready to help all affected patients. We will be back after a short break. Till then, stay with us. This world continuously revolving around various events. Every minute, every second, something is happening somewhere around the globe, and you want to get connected to that event or to that specific moment. Here we come, Millennium News Hour, to get you connected with top USA and international trending news, which includes local news, political news, world news, business news, health and science-related news, entertainment news, sports news, and so on. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for OLED TVs such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV, and Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia available with Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BD Network, and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with Millennium News Hour to get the world news on your feast. Welcome back to Millennium News Hour. More than 130 international students across the US have joined a federal lawsuit saying the Trump administration wrongly canceled their visas and put them at risk. The case was first filed by 17 students on April 11, 2025 in Georgia. Since then, 116 more students have joined the lawsuit. The The students claimed that Immigration and Customs Enforcement suddenly and illegally removed their visa status from the student and exchange visitor information system. This action made them vulnerable to arrest, detention, and even deportation. President Donald Trump's administration is currently pushing a strong immigration crackdown. Many international students have been affected, especially those on U.S. campuses who found out their visas were cancelled without clear reasons. Court records and news reports said students were shocked to learn their legal status was gone. The lawsuit is ongoing and students hope the court will protect their rights and stop further visa issues in the future. Governor Kathy Hochul and the MTA announced more bus service on 16 local routes across Brooklyn, Queens, the Bronx, and Staten Island. The enhanced service is set to start on June 29, 2025. This change will reduce wait times, shorten commutes, and help riders travel faster. The MTA already started extra service on 8 express routes on March 30. This new step is part of a bigger plan to give better travel options, especially after the launch of congestion pricing. Hochul said she was committed to safe, reliable transit for all. MTA Chair Janno Lieber added that buses link New Yorkers to jobs and other needs. NYC Transit President Demetrius Critchlow said many people live far from subways, so better buses are a must. With $8 million from the Outer Borough Transportation Account, this investment will help communities that need better service. Local leaders welcomed the move and said it will benefit thousands of New Yorkers daily. Police found 152 dogs living in very poor and overcrowded conditions inside a home in Ogden, Utah, about 37 miles from Salt Lake City. Officers visited the house after getting reports about possible animal neglect, according to the Ogden City Police Department. The dogs were rescued from the property and are now receiving medical care, evaluations, and shelter support. Weber County Animal Services, which runs a local shelter, confirmed it is helping the rescued dogs. In a Facebook post, the shelter said the dogs are now staying in separate rooms to avoid spreading diseases. We are working with rescue groups and other shelters to give medical help and find new places for these animals, the post said. At present, all 152 dogs are under care and will stay in safe conditions until they are treated and possibly moved to better homes. Authorities may continue the investigation and support in the coming days. Michelle Trachtenberg, known for her roles in Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Gossip Girl, died from complications of diabetes mellitus in February 2025, officials confirmed. The New York City Office of Chief Medical Examiner announced the cause of death on April 16, 2025 and said it was natural. At first, her cause of death was unclear because the family did not agree to an autopsy, but later lab tests helped confirm the reason. Police had responded to a 911 call at 8:01 a.m. on February 26, 2025 and found Trachtenberg unconscious in her Manhattan apartment. She was 39 years old. Officers did not suspect any crime at that time. Diabetes mellitus is a serious disease that affects blood sugar levels and can lead to problems like heart disease or kidney failure. Trachtenberg became famous at age 11 in Harriet the Spy. Many stars, including Rosie O'Donnell, shared kind words after her passing, calling her death heartbreaking. We will be back after a short break. Till then, stay with us. This world continuously revolving around various events. Every minute, every second, something is happening somewhere around the globe, and you want to get connected to that event or to that specific moment. Here we come, Millennium News Hour, to get you connected with top USA and international trending news, which includes local news, political news, world news, business news, health and science-related news, entertainment news, sports news, and so on. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for OLED TVs such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV and Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia available with Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BD Network and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with Millennium News Hour to get the world news on your feed. Welcome back to Millennium News Hour. Now it's time for global updates. A US man was shot dead after hijacking a small passenger plane in Belize and injuring 2 people. The hijacker, Aquinelas Taylor, used a knife to take control of the plane, which was flying from Corozal to San Pedro with 14 passengers. Taylor stabbed one passenger in the back and ordered the pilot to fly him out of the country. A brave passenger then shot Taylor in the chest. The plane circled near Belize City with low fuel before safely landing at Philip Goldson International Airport. Taylor was later pronounced dead at a hospital. One injured passenger remained in critical condition. Police said the hijacking could have ended in a major tragedy if the plane had crashed. Authorities were unsure where the flight would land and had deployed teams and a rescue helicopter. Taylor had earlier been denied entry into Belize. The U.S. Embassy is now working with Belize to investigate and improve flight safety and border security. The Bangladesh interim government firmly denied any connection to the recent communal violence in Murshidabad, West Bengal. Chief Advisor's Press Secretary Shafiqul Alam told the UNB that Bangladesh rejected all claims of involvement in the unrest. He urged India and the West Bengal authorities to ensure the safety of their minority Muslim population and to avoid making baseless allegations. Indian media had reported on April 15 that the Union Ministry of Home Affairs received an initial report suggesting that alleged miscreants from Bangladesh were involved in the violence in Murshidabad. This report, citing unnamed sources, created concern in diplomatic circles. Bangladesh has taken the matter seriously and made it clear that it does not support or allow any activity that may harm its relations with neighboring countries. The government will continue to cooperate with India to maintain peace and security in the region while calling for a fair investigation into the incident. Let's have a look on today's sports stories. Neymar suffered another injury setback when he left the pitch in tears during Santos' 2-0 win over Atlético Mineiro in Brazil's Serie A. The 33-year-old forward grabbed his left thigh and limped off in the 34th minute, raising fresh concerns about his fitness. He had already missed Brazil's international matches in March due to a muscle injury. Before that, he had struggled with a serious knee injury sustained during a World Cup qualifier against Uruguay in October 2023. Though he returned to club action with Santos and showed good form, this latest injury came as another big blow. Santos coach Cesar Sampaio told reporters after the match that it was too early for a diagnosis. It's a major loss in a match where everything was going well. We really have to pray that it's not serious, he said. Neymar's fans and the Brazil team will now wait and hope for positive news on his condition. Virgil van Dijk has signed a new 2-year contract with Liverpool, keeping him at the club until 2027. The Liverpool captain, who had hinted at the deal after scoring the winner against West Ham, will now earn up to £400,000 a week, including performance-related bonuses. His previous contract was worth £220,000 a week. Van Dijk expressed there was never any doubt in his mind about staying with Liverpool. He said it was always his plan to remain at the club where he feels at home with his family and the fans. He also shared his excitement for the future, hoping for continued success with Liverpool. At 33 years old, Van Dijk has been instrumental in Liverpool's defense this season. He is ranked first in the Premier League for touches and successful passes by a defender. He will also likely help secure Liverpool's 20th league title soon. Looking ahead, Van Dijk is excited about the challenges and opportunities next season. We will be back after a short break. Till then, stay with us. This world continuously revolving around various events Every minute, every second, something is happening somewhere around the globe, and you want to get connected to that event or to that specific moment. Here we come, Millennium News Hour, to get you connected with top USA and international trending news, which includes local news, political news, world news, business news, health and science-related news, entertainment news, sports news, and so on. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for OLED TVs such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV, and Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia available with Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BD Network, and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with Millennium News Hour to get the world news on your feed. Welcome back to Millennium News Hour. Now it's time for business news. Today's New York stock close price is 18,367.12. The NYSE Composite is increased by 121.47 points or 0.67%. Tokyo stock close price is 34,377.60. The Nikkei 225 index is increased by 457.20 points or 1.35%. Shanghai stock close price is 3,280.34. The Shanghai index is increased by 4.34 points or 0.13%. Hong Kong stock close price is 21,395.14. The Hang Seng index is increased by 338.16 points or 1.61%. Bombay stock close price is 78,553.20. The Sensex index is increased by 1,508.91 points or 1.96%. Let's have a look on today's weather forecast. Before finishing today's news, let's hear out the headlines again. President Trump and Italy's PM Meloni discussed EU trade tensions at White House. President Trump battles in court to narrow citizenship rights for migrants' children. Justice Department wants to replace Trump in appeal against Carroll. FSU campus faced shooting scare, 6 injured, Trump briefed on situation. Over 130 international students sued Trump administration over cancelled visas. Governor Hochul MT announced more bus service on 16 local routes from June 29. Police rescued 152 dogs from overcrowded home in Utah. Michelle Trachtenberg died from diabetes complications, medical examiner confirmed. US man killed after hijacking plane in Belize and stabbing passenger. Bangladesh strongly denied link to Murshidabad violence in India. Neymar left the field in tears after new thigh injury. And Virgil van Dijk signs new 2-year contract with Liverpool worth up to $400,000 a week. That's all for today. Keep watching Millennium News Hour for latest news update. To stay updated, like our Facebook page, subscribe our YouTube channel and visit our websites. Our website addresses are www.millenniumnews24.com and www.millenniumtv24.com. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for all smart TVs and Roku TV, Amazon TV, Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia, available with the Sky Network, Worldwide Jadoo TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BD Network, and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with us for all the latest news worldwide. Thank you.